What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today. Super happy to bring you another Battle Brothers dev blog here. This is number 125. So, like I said, expect to get these every Friday. And this time, it's it's not Switch related, thankfully. We're getting into some actual content in the upcoming DLC, Blazing Deserts. Got it. Okay, it is titled the Ifrit. So when I think Ifrit, the first thing that comes to mind for me is always like Final Fantasy and one of the summons there. But let's read and see what this is going to be all about. So we're back with another dev blog to take a closer look at what the upcoming Blazing Deserts DLC for Battle Brothers brings to the table. As we've established last time, the world map will be expanded with new lands to the south. Even though the focus of the DLC will be on fighting human opponents, those new southern deserts wouldn't feel quite complete without their own bestiary loosely based on Middle Eastern mythology. The Ifrit is one such beast that you'll soon be able to face, so let's delve in. I love fighting monsters just as much as I like fighting humans, so I'd like to see more monsters, personally. The Ifrit. The South is a harsh land, and the southern city-states do not tolerate dissent. Criminals, expended slaves, and bothersome political rivals all may find themselves expelled to the blazing deserts without a drop of water. There, so folklore claims, the sun shall burn away their impurities and distill their spirits to their very essence. Forged by fire and tempered with heat, every once in a while an Ifrit is born, a cursed creature, if folklore is to be believed, a spirit saved by basking beneath the gilded shine of the eternal sun. If the priests speak true, and a strange and alien creature in any case, made not of flesh and blood but of rock and stone, of shifting sands, it roams endlessly where the blistering heat of the sun has baked the land into endless barren wastes that stretch between the horizons. Okay, that looks like one. This dude looks a little worried. In battle, the Ifrit comes in 3 sizes of living rock. It looks like, reminds me of the Scrat. The larger, the more dangerous. Unique among all creatures in Battle Brothers, several smaller Ifrits can assemble into one larger one, and several larger ones can assemble into one gargantuan. Okay. These shuffling behemoths are slow, but they can strike powerful blows in melee, and they can also rip out parts of themselves and fling them at enemies, so they also have range. Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised to see the big ones have AoE as well. Not only is getting a living rock thrown at you a dangerous ranged attack, but whether the attack hits or misses, the rock thrown itself is itself a small Ifrit. Oh wow, it throws Ifrits. An Ifrit that throws Ifrits. That can attack in melee once it has crashed at its destination, which may well be at your back line. Worse yet, if there's 3 or more smaller Ifrits being thrown around, they can then assemble into a larger one elsewhere. That's crazy. These guys will be so scary in multiples, in greater numbers. And of course that goes without saying for any enemy in Battle Brothers. But let's say you fight 8 greenskins, right? Is 8 greenskins, or let's call them like Orc Young. 8 Orc Young is pretty damn similar to 6 Orc Young, right? They have no ability to exponentially grow. You put 8 of these versus 6 of these, maybe 6 you can manage those numbers, right? You can start cutting them down faster than they can replicate. But maybe 8, right? Only 2 more could potentially be some sort of tipping point where, maybe you can engage the first couple, but the last maybe 3 of them are just sitting back there throwing little ones and making others. So it'll be interesting to see what that magic number is. I kind of have a magic number for just about every enemy in Battle Brothers. Unhold, anything past 9 is starting to get into territory where you can't manage them. You can't kill them fast enough. Obviously depending. If I'm in the most epic gear, like super late game, I can kill 9 Unhold. But in kind of the mid to late game, you can't manage them. They can throw you around too much. They heal too much. You can't burst them down without them getting into your back line and stopping you. I'm interested to see how difficult this enemy will be, because it seems like they'll be incredibly difficult. It says, if your men manage to destroy an Ifrit, it will crumble into 2 smaller parts with 1 part lost. Okay. So the big guys are made up of 3 parts. So as you kill the big guys, you fight, I guess. I don't know if they break into Does it break into 1 medium, 1 small, or does it says 1 part lost? I'm assuming it takes 3 littles to make a medium. And is it 2 mediums to make a big? that what it says? I don't want to get this wrong. And several larger. Is it 3 and 3? Okay. Either way, it breaks down to be less than what the sum of its parts, but still, you're going to have to keep fighting until it's down to the smallest size where destroying it will end its existence permanently. If there happens to be a third part around of a fitting size, however, the Ifrit can again assemble itself to a rocky monstrosity, so fighting it is as much about dealing damage as it is about smart positioning and denying access to tiles. As long as they can't throw you or push you, you can lock them down, it seems like. While large Ifrits are too heavy to be pushed around, makes sense, smaller ones can be both pulled and knocked back to your advantage. So, I mean, things that come to mind, bill hooks, shield bashing is probably the most easy to make work. You could also, crossbows, impalers have knockback. Just a few things off the top of my head. So you could kind of corral the little ones a bit. The Ifrit is a powerful opponent best taken on by experienced companies toward the later parts of a campaign. There's a new contract dealing with Ifrits, but there's also incentive to challenge them on your own terms, and perhaps even earlier in a campaign. Ifrits drop rare and expensive ingredients which can be used to craft some of the powerful alchemical contraptions that are coming with the Blazing Deserts DLC, including one shown in this wallpaper. So I already know what this is going to be. I don't know if I want to click on it. I don't know if it's going to bring me to a link, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm uploading a video right now. Nope. Continue to external site. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, it's the grenade. Just wanted to make sure, guys. They will be a crucial part in making grenades. That makes sense. They're kind of like shrapnel. I don't know how they justify it. They're like living gunpowder. Who knows? But crafting ingredients. Yeah, I mean, I expect to get a lot of those from different monsters. We'll have to wait and see what all of the new monsters are. Wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of scorpion. I think people have speculated on that. Fits very well with the desert motif. Could bring in a new type of poison, perhaps. What other good monsters would there be? I mean, you could fight maybe like a djinn, some sort of genie. I could see that being like a late game boss type monster. Man, what else? What else? I don't know. They did come out and say that it seems to be a human-focused DLC, but this is the type of stuff that gets me very excited because as cool as it is fighting people, there's only so many iterations of fighting in a straight line and then using range attacks from behind that you can do. It's where you start fighting unconventional monsters like the Alps, like the Kraken fight, as much as I hate that fight. Fighting Geist, like all these different monsters, I think are what really gives the game its diversity. And I'm eager to see how they can do it with the humans. I'm not doubting them. Grenades by themselves are definitely going to be something that we need to look out for. But man, what else? We'll have to wait until next time, I guess. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Look forward to next Friday, where hopefully we get, I don't know, some looks at mechanics, maybe first look at the map, perhaps. They did say here that it is getting expanded. So a lot of people have kind of asked me, do I think it's going to be expanded? How much do I think it's going to be expanded? They've come out right now and just flatly said, yes, it's an actual expansion. It's not just going to be relabeled. There's already a deserty part of the southern part of the map. And I think some people were concerned that perhaps they would just relabel it and spawn different enemies down there, which they could do. I mean, the map's already kind of big. But to know that it will be an actual expansion with new lands, that kind of puts me at ease and that makes me excited. So, alright guys, that's it. Thanks so much. I'm Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and I will hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.